Welcome back guys to the PvP build for the Necrom chapter, update 39. I'm on my Stamina Dragon Knight with the most cancer, most disgusting PvP build I've ever made. I did something similar to my Stamina Source a couple months back, but instead of Dragon I'm using Dragon's Appetite this time. Increase your damage done to bleeding enemies by 217 flat damage. Similar to Dragon, it empowers basically everything, every bash, light, heavy attack, status effect, debuff, dots, direct damage abilities, etc. On top it even heals, dealing non-bleed damage to bleeding enemies, generates a persistent stack of Dragon's Appetite up to once per half second. After 10 seconds, so 5 seconds in this case, consume Dragon's Appetite and heal for 8.5k health. This little burst here helps us for survivability. Combined with Magsorc, the most cancer monster set in PvP right now. When you do damage with a melee heavy attack, a medium attack is enough by the way, use Spirit Cone of Corruption dealing 6.5k disease damage to enemies over 4 seconds. That's a small front cleave. This damage is increased by 10% for each negative effect the enemies have, up to a maximum of 300%. What counts as negative effect? Basically everything. Every debuff, every dot, every status effect. Especially on a dot class like DK, this thing gets empowered like crazy. Combined with Death Dealer's Feet for the extra Magicka stamina and the HP, especially HP helps us for the tankiness, and it also empowers the healing of Dragon's Appetite since it scales with max stamina Magicka. Then 2 Potentates for the extra damage mitigation, 3%, Masters do it on the front bar, what else to empower ending slashes, and on the back bar the Vitashionai stuff for extra dot pressure for even more cans on the setup. Armor types, 1 heavy chest in reinforced for the extra resistance, gives us extra tankiness, then 4 medium armor and 2 light. Even with corrosive armor still prefer some light armor pieces, helps us to sustain the magic abilities, and the penetration also empowers dot abilities since corrosive armor only empowers direct damage abilities. With 4 implant pieces, 1 reinforced, 1 sturdy and well fitted. Full prismatic glyphs, like always, we need the extra stamina and magicka. Full infused on Jui, I like the extra healing here. With 2 weapon and spell damage glyphs and 1 prismatic regen glyph. 1 prismatic is more than enough. Dragon's Appetite gives even over 240 stamina regen, the 3rd and the 4th bonus. Then 2 maces for extra pen, Nirn and Sharp. You could technically also go with swords here if you want, with the flame damage enchant and disease instead of poison here. We have Venomous Claw for the guaranteed poison status effect, don't really need a poison glyph. If you prefer poison glyph, go for it, because it gets also empowered by the DK passive combustion, deals slightly more damage than disease damage glyph. But I prefer disease damage in this case. Disease damage would apply the disease status effect and has the chance even to apply the minor defi effect for 8% healing reduction. Or even the Stamina Absorb glyph works too for the standard status effect, which can also apply the minor breach effect, 3k penetration. And backed by nice stuff in defending for the extra armor, plus the escapist poisons. I love these poisons. Immobilize your target and grants you unstoppable, rendering you immune to control effects for 4.4 seconds. So over 4 seconds is immunity. Very nice. Quick look on the skills. Degeneration needed for the major brutality buff, the 20% extra weapon spare damage, and also decent dot to be honest, and it gives passively on the front bar extra magicka. With this passive here, increase your max magicka by 2% and recover you by 2%. Then Venomous Claw is powerful single tile dot, like I said before, a 100% proc chance to apply the poison status effect, really nice. Running slashes are spammable instead of multi whip with the masters do it. This thing hits like crazy. Even applies the hemorrhaging status effect, which decreases your enemy's HP by 10% with minor Menge and decent amount of damage too, and reduce even the movement speed of your opponents by 30%. Then Shattering Rocks and CC, the strongest CC in this game. It's unblockable and undodgeable, and even heals like crazy. Flames of Oblivion also gives the major savagery buff, 12% crit villager slotted. Then First Asleep on the front bar, alternative slot Dawnbreaker here for the extra weapon spell damage. Back bar element susceptibility to proc the Vitashionai stuff, major breach, 6k penetration, and applies the 3 status effect burning, chill and concussion. Then Race Against Time, and snare removal for major expedition and minor force. Vigor Self Heal, and for minor reserve 3k armor. Volatile armor, still the damage move. If you prefer extra tankiness, go with hardened armor, gives an extra shield. and Coagulating Blood is bursty, plus corrosive armor, gives us max penetration, direct damage abilities, and almost immortality, probably the strongest ultimate in this game. Raise Not for the extra resistance, max stamina, ulti regen, and HP, probably one of the best choices. Imperial would be probably the second best one. Mundus the Warrior for extra weapon damage, Buffwood also a Smoke Bench for the extra Magdk and Stam regen, add 2 points, 32 points in health, the rest in stamina, like this I'm at around 30k HP without Death Hill's feet. Potions, the Tricep Potions, and CPs, Warful Strikes, Steady Aim, Dual Speed Buff and Ironclad, no Mastered Arms in this case, without Molten Whip, kinda nonsense. Warful Strikes would empower every single ability, Mastered Arms only the direct damage one, so in this case, Warful Strikes better than Mastered Arms. Red CP, Sustained by Suffering, Paints Refute, Slippery and Celerity, same as usual. Combination, Pre-buff yourself with Volatile Armor, Race Against Time and Flames of Oblivion. Start with Degeneration, Element Susceptibility, Venomous Claw, Rending Slashes, now Magsorc with a medium attack, into Shattering Rocks, into Leap. If you have Corrosive, use Corrosive in between, make sure to always dot your opponents first, and then with a medium attack to empower Magsorc. That's it with another PvP build. Thanks for watching, enjoy the gameplay footage, and I see you guys in the next one. Peace.